What's up guys, Flimbin here. Today we're going to be jumping into Hat World. Hat World is a little secret project I've had ticking away in the background. I don't know yet whether it's a card game, an animation, a web series, or an album. But today, I guess we're going to be asking that question. Hat World is in very early stages. I'm still working out the atmosphere and the style of the world. Today we're going to be going through some concept art, some animations, a prototype of the card game, and maybe even a pack opening based on what the card game could one day look like. Alright, welcome to Hat World guys. Let's start off with some concept art. What? Okay, so I thought I'd go through the project files for Hat World. This is everything on my iPad, all of the Procreate files. Every now and then I'll just do a few more drawings or start a new animation, and I'm trying to just like build up the world at the moment. On here we've also got the prototype set 1 for the card game. We've got some like more rendered character designs. Yeah, just kind of try and keep it all organized on here. We've got some like panels of if there was a comic, like the different like the pages of the first chapter. Here we've got one of the first rendered arts. This is my character OC in the Hat World universe and my free hats. I feel like everyone in the Hat World would have their like main hats, and you build like your team. So if there ever is like a game, I kind of want to have that customization and personality that you put into your own decks. Some more concept that I really like this one of the ghost bunny, just like messy kind of forms. This is definitely like a mixed media project, like multiple different avenues coming together to create this world that people can play or listen to the music of or read the comic. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet, but at the moment we've got the card game brewing, the animations brewing, and yeah, let's just have a look at some of the files. You may have seen some of these in the animation at the start. Yeah, just trying to build up an identity of the world. Regarding the specific card game aspects of Hat World, I began with this notebook here. This isn't meant to be a very nice looking sketchbook, but I was just trying to prototype or work out what the card game was going to be. This is some early iterations. From the beginning I wanted it to be free hats that you pick separate to the deck, so immediately you can see like a personalization. Like you have your little character board and you build your own little like character with your free hats. A kind of mix between making it a full deck builder and like more of a party game personality thing that people can easily jump into. Here's some initial ideas for the 4 elements that we have. We have crocodile, washing machine, banana peel, and star. I wanted it to be very different to normal card games, so just kind of spoof them, but also kind of celebrate like how weird elements and types are in these creature battlers. Like Pokemon has fairy type and then bug type. Like how are those the elements like ruling that universe? So I thought I'd just make them really abstract. They make sense to me, maybe not to others, but I really like what I've decided on here. Just some more, just trying to work out. First I do like the mechanics, and then I try and work out like what the card would be like, and that helps me work out like what mechanics are necessary, what isn't necessary. This is some proof of like, are the 4 types I come up with enough? So I was just coming up with random ideas and seeing if they could fit, and I think I'm good with the 4 types. If there could be one more in the future, but that could be something for future sets. Idea about a game board. I maybe have the game played on a board. I think for the next prototype I'll have the cards be the actual board. That may sound weird, but we'll get into that at a later date. Some stat ideas. I don't think we ended up using many of these. So then I was doing like finalized game systems, which one we're going to use. This one with a board. This one is just like classic deck buildery thing. I guess no board, just free hat. That's one without a board. And then 4 is you have the board and the free hats. I think that's what the prototype ended up being. And then I planned out the playtest set 1. And then that ended up producing the first playtest box. In here is the first prototype for Hat World, which I have been testing along with a couple of my friends.
Bro.
James, what do you think about Hat World?
It's alright.
I printed off a bunch of cards at my uni printers, and then stuck it to. I wanted them all to be quite like a similar size, so I got some revision cards and then cut those into equal divisions, so it had like a nice kind of stack instead of being completely off. Still is a bit off, but I wanted to maintain that. I made about I'd say 8 different hats, and then each hat had 3 or 4 different cards that only that hat could use. And then I made some cards specific to the 4 types. And yeah, these aren't the most beautiful thing to look at, but it got us to play the game very quickly because I could just kind of bung these out. Here's some of the hats. The one that I was doing the most was the 2/2. So some of them are a lot more powerful than others. And yeah, this was just like the playtest box 1. We've also got a bunch of hairs to use as the energy resource. And yeah, it went pretty well. Put up there'll be some clips on screen of how those went. It's just like the mock-up of the game boards. We were trying different boards. I'm preparing currently for the second part of the prototype, which will be coming up probably in the next episode of this development log. Yeah. All right, guys, it's the moment you've probably been waiting for. It is the pack opening. I've managed to just make one pack, a little mock-up of what it could one day look like. Some of you may know what Game Crafter is. It's a website that's kind of like those print-on-demand t-shirt publishers, but it lets you make your own card games, and then people can order your game and they'll print it and ship it for you. So if I end up making the game one day on that, it will look a lot different to this. But let's get into it. So I wanted to just do a mock-up of what the packs would look like. I kind of did this kind of graffiti sticker design all over print. It's just a rough idea of what it would look like. I wanted to give it a pop. Does it have a pop? Yeah, it had a bit of a pop. You can see the design continues around. Some of the assets used in the animation. And yeah, 5 additional game cards. Flimbin logo. I feel like I need to revise this design, obviously, but overall, I really like the idea of the wraparound stickery idea. Just like I need to make sure that the stickers are differentiated from the background because the text on the graffiti kind of interferes with it. But overall, I really love how it looks. Let's open it this way, I think. So yeah, I've only designed 5 cards so far, so all this contains is the 5. And here they are. This is what the cards are going to generally look like. They're going to look very similar to this. I'm going to have some revisions, but for now, this is what they are. So we have the first card, Rocket Helmet. So you have the name, and underneath the name you have the type. So here it's a crocodile type because it's kind of an aggressive, kind of creaturey kind of hat. You have the type of card, not type, but like in Pokemon you have trainers and Pokemon or energy. This is a hat card. So you pick 3 of these for your deck, and you have it separate to your deck. So there's the damage, the range, the defense, and the ability. With every action you use, move 2 spaces in one direction. All right, the next card, Dead Bunny. This is my favorite, I think, of the ones designed so far. So this is a star type. It's got the purple star underneath the name. Maybe that needs to be a bit clearer. When I'm printing these, I can see like a lot of issues with the colors that I need to work out. That blue could be a bit clearer, maybe. I'm not sure. So this is another hat. On your turn, you can move 1 trap or player 2 spaces. Must be within line of sight. So it's like you're kind of making things float and moving stuff around. So this is Dead Bunny. Then Cardboard Box. So this is banana peel type, and when you use an action, 3 cost or more, draw a card from your trash. So very, very apt for this character. And then we have, there will usually be a lot more of these cards in the packs, but for this first one, I wanted to make it mostly hats because that's what's exciting. But here we have just the most basic action card, Punch. So you can see here it's an action. I don't know if to change that logo or not. For these ones, for hats, it's a hat. This one, It's like a little action film thingy, whatever they're called, clapboards. Tell me what you think of that. And this just gives you +2. Usually in the playtest it said +2 for this turn, for this attack. But I think to keep it simple, it could just say +2. And in the rules it says you can't, it doesn't last for multiple turns, that kind of thing. Yeah, I think I forgot to colour in his thumb there. But anyway, yeah. I've got to decide like what coloured background the like actions have, because they should be differentiated from hats. And this might not be enough if you're going through your collection and you're just looking. Yeah, maybe it is. I'm not sure. And it has no type underneath the name, because Punch is just all deck types. And then lastly, we have, you may be a bit confused, what is this? So I was thinking of having character cards that don't have stats, they don't affect the game in any different way, they just are customization. So in every pack you get one character card, and you can collect different character cards and find one that looks like you and your team. Or maybe I can do in every pack you get a blank card to draw your own character on. And this is an idea I said earlier, is the game board being the cards themselves. So you actually move your character around grids that are card shaped, card sized. So these are the first cards, and I'm just like really happy with how these look. Tell me what is your favorite hat in the comments below. Mine is Dead Bunny, but let me know. I don't know about you guys, but that was satisfying to open. Reminded me of my old card game days. But anyways, that has been the first episode of the Hat World development. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you'd like to see more of. I'm definitely thinking of doing a bigger pack opening where I make a bunch of these and I show off all the cards so far. So tell me if you want to see that, because by the next episode, this first set of the card game will probably be a lot further along, a lot more developed, so there'll be a lot more cards to see. Also in the next episode, I guess there'll be just more ideas, just slowly moving this project along, and I can share it as it grows. So tell me what you want to see, tell me any ideas you have for hats, and tell me what your favorite hat was from the pack. This pack had, if you couldn't tell, it was the free hats that, not the character card, but the free hats that were included were my OC's one, the rocket helmet, the Dead Bunny, and the cardboard box. It's very satisfying to see it in action. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.